Gwydion, you are destined for greater than this. You are not from here. Dream, young Gwydion.
As you commanded, Master.
Excellent.
Do you require anything else of me?
What a strange dream. For as long as he can remember, Gwydion has lived a life of servitude. For 17 years, his only company has been the animals that inhabit the yard of his cruel master, the malevolent wizard Manannan. From high atop the mountain on which Manannan's house sits, Gwydion often gazes down into the valley, dreaming of what goes on in the country of Ludor.
Gwydion! What are you doing, boy? Daydreaming again? You're supposed to be working.
Yes, master.
You're always daydreaming, boy. Lazy, incompetent fool. You're lucky I take care of you.
I know, master. I'm really sorry.
I don't want your excuses, boy. You're fortunate your parents aren't here to see you.
Who were my parents?
Never you mind that. Always with that infernal question. You're simply lucky I allow you to live with me.
Master, if I finish my chores, may I go to town?
No. You're not allowed down this mountain. You lost your privileges after you cursed your poor parents. Now, get inside and clean the kitchen. The floor is filthy.
As poor Gwydion stands there, Manannan quietly begins to laugh as he walks back into the house. I wonder where I came from. I wonder who my parents are. This has to stop.
Rumph.
Nimbly you grab the nasty cat by the scruff of its neck, avoiding its needle-sharp claws. Showing your true feelings for the despicable cat, you rip out a tuft of fur. The cat viciously scratches you as you attempt to put it down. With grim satisfaction, you survey your wounds. Stupid cat. Whether you know it or not, you just helped me. You pick up the little tin cup and carry it with you. You take the loaf of bread and carry it with you. You take the fruit. You take the mutton chop. You take the carving knife from the iron rack and keep it with you. You take the wooden spoon from the iron rack and keep it with you. You retrieve the clay bowl from the kitchen shelf and take it with you. You get on your hands and knees and shove all your belongings under the bed. They will be safe from the wizard's sharp eyes there.
Gwydion, I have decided to take a journey.
Dropping to your knees, you reach under the bed and retrieve all your possessions. You pick up the dead fly and drop it into your hand. Disgustedly, you look at it.
I don't want to carry around a dead fly.
Picking off its wings, you throw the rest away. You put your eye to the glass. It amazes you how near everything seems. You can even see squirrels climbing faraway trees. In the vanity drawer are many uninteresting items. Although the wizard's hand mirror may come in handy. You grab it, then close the drawer. Looking through the wizard's closet, you are startled to discover an ancient parchment scroll. Its ink is faded, but it seems to be a map. Taking this treasure, you leave everything exactly as it was. You run a hand along the top of the closet. Touching it, you discover something metallic. Grabbing it, you discover a small brass key. What could it unlock? You find baubles and trinkets which do not interest you. You also find a bottle marked Rose Petal Essence, which you take. You unlock the oaken cabinet using the brass key. You take the wizard's magic wand, knowing it will mean death if he finds it missing. After closing the door, you carefully relock it. You push the large book aside, revealing a metal lever attached to the back of the bookshelf. A trap door opens, revealing steep stone steps leading into darkness. You remove the jar labeled Toadstool Powder from the laboratory shelf and carry it with you. You remove the jar labeled Toad Spittle from the laboratory shelf and carry it with you. You remove the jar labeled Mandrake Root Powder from the laboratory shelf and carry it with you. You remove the bowl of powdered fish bone from the laboratory shelf and carry it with you. You remove the jar labeled Nightshade Juice from the laboratory shelf and carry it with you. You remove the saffron from the shelf and take it with you. You eagerly thumb through page after page of what you assume to be magic formulas. The ink of the old handwriting is faint and barely readable. Most of the formulas are indecipherable, but a few are in a language you know. You treat the old book with great care, as you can tell it contains recipes for some very old and powerful magic spells. Your hands shake as you realize this book could be the key to your escape from the evil Manannan. Poor Gwydion is feeling very weak at the moment, and only you can help. Please turn to page 4 in your game manual and type in the third word. Only kidding. You mix the ingredients exactly as the spellbook says.
O winged spirits, set me free of earthly bindings just like thee. In this essence, behold the might to grant the precious gift of flight.
You wave the magic wand. Nothing happens. You open the front door of the house and go outside. You scoop a handful of feed from the bag.
Gotcha!
You've managed to grab a chicken. Tucking the chicken firmly under one arm, you gently pluck a small feather, then let it go.
Phew! Oh, that was tough. It should be easier from now on, though.
You take the feather. The most hideous looking being has made its appearance. It's Medusa! Averting your eyes, you aim the wizard's hand mirror at Medusa's face.
Sisters, avenge me.
A scream pierces the air as she beholds her own hideous reflection. Then, nothing. You dare to look. Medusa has turned herself to stone. You retrieve the dried snakeskin from the hot desert sand. It is delicate and could easily crumble. You cut the cactus plant from the desert sands. You pick and poke among the fallen acorns, looking for dried ones. You eventually find 3 dried acorns and take them with you. You kneel down on the ground and reach into the small hole. You feel around inside the hollow tree and discover a rope stretching up into the tree. You pull it, and, to your amazement, a rope ladder falls from the branches above. You have entered the bandits' hideout. One of them is sleeping at a small table. You very carefully lift the coin purse off the table, practically out from under the sleeping bandit's nose. What is this? 3 clothed bears? Huh.
What a lovely day for a stroll through the forest.
You rap lightly on the door of this charming house. No reply. You knock louder. Again, there is no response. Perhaps no one is home. You taste the porridge and decide that this bowl of porridge is just right, so you take it with you. What would you do with it? You open the drawer, and among the clothes you see a pretty silver thimble, which you take. Holding the silver thimble beneath a dew-filled flower, you gently tip the flower so the dew runs into the thimble. You move from flower to flower, repeating the process until your thimble is brimming with dew. You search among the hanging mistletoe until you find a sprig that has dried. You break it off and carry it with you. You have entered a quaint seaside town. Smoke curls lazily from the houses and shops overlooking the ocean. A pier stretches out into the bay. Near the pier, you notice a store and a tavern.
Good day to you, young man. What can I do for you?
As you pet him, Kenny licks your hand and thumps his tail in appreciation. A small wad of dog hair collects in your hand, and you tuck it into your pocket for later use.
I've got some dusting to do. Just let me know when you need something.
I'd like some fish oil, sir.
You'll be very happy with this fish oil. That will be 1 gold coin. Now, what else can I get for you?
I'd like one of your fine pouches, thank you.
You will be very happy with this pouch. That will be 1 gold coin. Now, what else can I get for you?
I'd like some of your fine salt, thank you.
You will be very happy with this salt. That will be 1 gold coin. Now, what else can I get for you?
I'd like some of that lard, please.
will be very happy with this, Lord. That will be 1 gold coin. Now, what else can I get for you? I've got some dusting to do. Just let me know when you need something.
You fill your cup with ocean water. Okay. You swoop close to the spider web and find the huge spider guarding it. Taking her in your beak, you vow to get rid of her once and for all. A fitting end for the giant spider. The effects of the spell are wearing off. You have entered the cave of the oracle. You are almost too afraid to speak.
Look into the crystal ball. I have been waiting for you a long time, Gwydion. I have sorrowful news for you. Years ago, a terrible 3-headed dragon invaded Daventry and keeps the people in a state of terror. Sadly, your own sister, Princess Rosella, is the chosen one this year. Time is running out for her, your parents, and Daventry. Look deeper, Gwydion. See what has happened to your family. The once pristine exterior of Castle Daventry has been reduced to a burnt and scarred landscape. The once powerful moat dried up. The countryside totally ravaged. Graham, King of Daventry, is alone in his study, staring into the flames. In his mind's eye, he sees a large 3-headed dragon ravaging his kingdom. A dragon which requires a sacrifice.
Someone knocks at the door.
Come.
Your Majesty?
I asked not to be disturbed.
I apologize, Your Majesty, but the princess wishes to speak to you. She was quite insistent, Majesty.
Very well, let her in.
Majesty?
Father?
Rosella.
Father, have no fear. I am not afraid.
How can you hold on to such faith when I have none?
It is all anyone ever has, and that they cannot strip away from us.
My country is ravaged. My people suffer. Why must I give up my one remaining child to save them? Why must I suffer?
Such is the price of royalty, Father. Remember, it is not a birthright, but defined by one's actions.
You are so wise for one so young.
We must help our people in any way we can. You taught me that, Father.
I am sorry, Majesty, but it is time.
Have faith, Father. I feel I shall survive, somehow.
My sweet daughter.
This is all so strange. Yet I feel what I have seen is truth. These are my family.
You, Alexander, are the only one who can save them, but you must hurry.
Alexander? This is my true name?
It is. I have something to give you. A small stone of amber. Use it wisely, my friend.
The oracle grows silent again and seems to fall into a deep sleep.
Thank you.
You get no reply. It seems the oracle has told you all she can. With the wooden spoon, you kneel and scoop a spoonful of wet mud from the stream's bank. You carry it with you. You mix all the ingredients of the spell exactly as the instructions said.
Mandrake root and hair of cat. Mix oil of fish and give a pat. A feline from the one who eats this appetizing magic treat.
You wave your magic wand over the mixture. Well done. You have created a cookie that will turn the person who eats it into a cat. You've also ended up with an empty jar. May as well keep it. You mix the ingredients exactly as the spellbook says.
Elements from earth and sea combine to set the heavens free. When I stir this magic brew, great god Thor, I call on you.
You wave the magic wand. You mix the ingredients exactly as the spellbook says. You place the sticky mixture in your ears.
Feather of fowl and bone of fish, molded together in this dish. Give me wisdom to understand creatures of air, sea, and land.
You wave the magic wand. You prepare the spell just as the instructions told you.
Cactus plant and horny toad, I now start down a dangerous road. Combine with fire and mist to make me disappear without a trace.
After reciting the spell, you wave your magic wand. You now have the Becoming Invisible spell. You mix the ingredients exactly as the spellbook says. You kiss the stone.
With this kiss I thee impart power most dear to my heart. Take me now from this place hither to another place far thither.
You mix the ingredients exactly as the spellbook says.
Acorn powder ground so fine, nightshade juice like bitter wine. Silently in darkness you creep to bring a soporific sleep.
You wave the magic wand. No matter how hard you try, the trap door closed with a thud. You push the large book back into position. You unlock the oaken cabinet using the brass key. You replace the magic wand exactly as you found it. After closing the door, you carefully relock it. You crush the cookie into the bowl of porridge. It looks flawless. You get on your hands and knees and shove all your belongings under the bed. They will be safe from the wizard's sharp eyes there.
I have returned, Gwydion, and I am ready to eat.
Dropping to your knees, you reach under the bed and retrieve all your possessions. You get on your hands and knees and shove all your magic items under the bed. They will be safe from the wizard's sharp eyes there. Manannan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You'd better feed him quickly, or dire consequences may result. You place the food on the dining table before the hungry wizard. Ravenously, he devours every bit of it. You fooled him! Manannan didn't realize the porridge was tainted and ate the whole bowl. It's obvious the wizard enjoyed his meal as he lets out a satisfied belch. He rises and leaves without so much as a thank you.
Oh no, it didn't work!
Congratulations! Manannan will never again enslave you or the people of New York. At last, you are free. You wonder, what will you do now? Dropping to your knees, you reach under the bed and retrieve all your possessions. You open the front door of the house and go outside.
Wench! Come over here with more rum.
The sailors peer at you through bleary eyes and continue swilling their rum. One, who looks like the captain, pauses.
Aye, me bucko. Me what passage on me ship? What you running for? Ha ha! No matter. As long as you got gold. Let's see how much you got. Hi there. I see you do have a wee bit of gold. That's less than a regular fare, but I'll give you a passage anyways. We'll be waiting for you at the work, but not for long.
The captain and his men down their rum in one long draught, then leave the tavern.
You'd better get aboard, boy, or we'll sail without yez.
As the gangplank is drawn up, the captain shouts to his men.
Take his things and put him in the hold till I figures out what to do with him.
You have a sneaking suspicion that you have made a big mistake. These are pirates! Ah, nothing like a little salt air to perk up a boy's spirits. All things being equal, you might have enjoyed this ocean voyage. However, you found your accommodations to be slightly less than satisfactory.
you know where the pirates are taking us?
Heard them talking about a buried treasure chest. Think it's buried on a beach and they're going to dig it up.
Oh, do you remember when they first buried the treasure? It was on a small beach, and behind the beach was a high mountain range.
Near the palm tree, I believe they said.
Arr, ye can't stow that away. Using the makeshift stairs, you make your way up the crates to the ladder. You're not close enough. You've found all of your missing possessions. You take them with you. Ouch! Using the makeshift stairs, you make your way up the crates to the ladder. The beds look incredibly hard and uncomfortable. Ouch!
Land ho, Captain!
You pour the sleeping powder on the floor.
Slumber henceforth.
As your sleep spell takes effect, a silence suddenly descends over the ship. Using the makeshift stairs, you make your way up the crates to the ladder. You jump overboard. You have uncovered a small chest. You remove it from the hole and open it. Inside, you find precious gems and ingots of gold and silver. You close the chest and take it and its contents with you. Ouch! Ouch! Leaving the temperate climates of the beach, you feel the air becoming cooler. Is that snow on the mountains ahead? You have reached the summit, but still the snowy mountains continue relentlessly forward. What is this? A cave with a snowy path leading to it. What could it all mean? What is this thing? Oh no, it's the abominable snowman. Okay. The abominable snowman seems quite confused by this. He stares in amazement, then heads back to his cave. The urge to fly and soar has left, so you head for what you hope is a safe place to land. You congratulate yourself on successfully eluding the abominable snowman. Boy, it sure is dark in here. Oops! It feels strangely hot up here. The dirty brown storm brew sloshes around in the half-filled glass jar. The jar of invisibility ointment. You rub the invisibility ointment over your body. You feel a tingling sensation. A huge, fire-breathing dragon is here. You stir the storm brew with your finger.
Brew of storms, churn it up.
Bolts of lightning strike the huge dragon. He howls in pain. And your magic spell is wearing off. You rapidly untie Princess Rosella.
Thank you for saving me from the terrible dragon. I am in your debt. I don't believe I know your name, stranger.
Highness, up until a few days ago, I had always believed my name to be Gwydion.
I don't understand.
I've lived my entire life in the service of an evil wizard in the distant land of Ludor. He called me Gwydion when he stole me as a child from my true parents.
Then what is your true name?
Highness, Rosella, I'm your twin brother. Our parents named me Alexander.
Alexander? After all these years, I scarcely believe it. But looking at you, I see father in your face, and mother in your eyes. But how did you get here? And how did you know how to save me?
Let's go and meet our parents. I think it is a tale they would also like to hear.
Come along, Alexander. There's home. Mother and father will be so happy.
You did it, Your Highness. I knew you could save us all. King Gram and Queen Valanice will be overjoyed to see you two. I am so glad to see you alive and well too, Princess. Oh, I must run ahead to announce your arrival.
Rosella, I'm afraid.
Alexander, I don't know what you have to be afraid of. You're home. We're home. The dragon is gone. Daventry is safe again.
It's more than that. I've never been anything but a slave. I don't know how to be a prince. What if your people don't accept me?
Our people, Alexander. Let me tell you about our father. When you were kidnapped, he searched the land unceasingly. Every spring he would ride out for months at a time, searching for any clue, anything to tell us where you were. And he was never alone. The entire kingdom went out with him. Every citizen of Daventry was behind us, supporting us and searching for you.
I never knew.
Daventry has always had a prince. It's just we didn't know where you were. Besides, you'll get to know and trust the people very quickly. There's a lot of work to be done, rebuilding the land.
Thank you, Rosella. Let's go and meet our parents.
There standing, waiting for you, are your parents, King Gram and Queen Valanice of Daventry. Alexander, you are finally home.
Mother, father, I told you I would return. And look, fate has finally smiled upon us again. Here is
Alexander!
My son.
I'm so proud of you both.
Come. There is so much to catch up on.
Yes, Father. But there is also much to do.
As the rebuilding of Daventry continued, the citizens of the land learned to love and respect Prince Alexander, and Prince Alexander got to know and love his subjects.
And you would not believe my misfortune, Father. Pirates! After all I've been through!
Well, Alexander, I don't suppose life was meant to be easy all the time.
I suppose not, Father. But you wouldn't think I'd fight a three-headed dragon, too. People would think I made up the tale.
I also have defeated a dragon, son, though mine wasn't a three-headed one like yours.
Tell me about it, Father.
Well, it was before I was king. I was a knight of the kingdom, and I had been instructed by old King...
But more importantly, a father and son, once estranged, get to know each other. Before the twin thrones, at the far end of the room, stand your parents, King Graham and Queen Valenice.
Alexander, Rosella, I have asked you here today for a reason. Now you have been returned to us, Alexander, and the evil dragon no longer threatens our fair land. I have decided to retire from adventuring.
King Graham points toward the mirror.
That was once a magic mirror, son. But on the night you disappeared from your cradle, it clouded up, and remained that way ever since.
If only it still worked.
Before your astonished eyes, the magic mirror clears and shines anew with a brilliant clarity. King Graham lovingly retrieves his old adventurer's hat with the red feather.
Alexander, Rosella, believe it or not, this old hat and I have been through a lot together. Now it's time he had a new traveling companion.
He flings his adventurer's hat in your direction. Up and up it gently arcs. You raise your arms to catch it, and at the same time, so does Princess Rosella. Down it comes, nearer and nearer.
What kind of man am I today? What awful price do I pay? Along the path that's on my way, I'll slip and fall and that's okay. I can't let my heart turn to stone. While far and wide I will roam. It's not a thing I do alone. Help me find my way home. Now time has passed, I feel so lost. With dark and foul, my fate has crossed. How much strength can there remain to break the links of this heavy chain? I look for hope in these clear skies. A spark of love in your blue eyes. Don't leave me here upon my own. Help me find my way home. Just get me to the break see you now, you wait